Even when we don't want to be around each other, we are around each other.
Yeah, it's so true, actually.
So then when we don't want to be around each other, we miss each other. It's weird. It's like, I'll never not want to be around them, you know? Even though if I end up not liking them, I'll still love them.
Word.
It is like that. It fully is like that. If
Sounds bad, but...
No, it's true. We literally see each other in our, like, worst moments.
Yeah.
Like, we've only seen each other in our worst moments.
So why do you look at me when you say
I know,
that?
because you were
Like,
yeah.
literally everyone was like,
No.
Worst moments.
Worst moments.
Hi, we're the cast of Stranger Things, and today we're going to talk about our worst moments.
Hi, MTV News. We are the cast of Stranger Things, and we're here to list our top 5 behind-the-scenes moments from Stranger Things 4.
One of my favorite behind-the-scenes moments is when they brought ice pops in on that really, really hot day.
The ants.
The ants.
I have a
Don't
great
put it-
photo from that day.
Really?
Yeah, our first AD tutor is like holding a popsicle. Because you had this idea, we're like, well, what if we made a trail of popsicle juice so
To
that
get the ants
we could
away
lure
so
the
we
ants
weren't
away so
getting
that they weren't.
bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that probably just made it worse, right?
No.
Oh, it worked.
An extra, there was like ant spray that they.
Right, so
I
that
thought
probably
that-
would work. Was it for later in the season? Like, what episode was it? Or do you remember what you were shooting?
Like at the graveyard.
Yeah, it was graveyard
Oh, yeah, the
stuff.
graveyard stuff, yeah.
It was kind of a rough day, I remember, but the ice pops made it like...
My favorite memory from season 4 was when we were shooting in New Mexico. We had to do this like one-take action sequence that like took a lot of like planning, and bullets
I
were
know what you're
flying,
talking about.
and you know we had to duck, and like glass was breaking, but like we only had like 3 chances at it. And there was a take where like everything was just going perfect. Like it was just like perfect, like
Great.
everything was
I know
going
what
great.
scene you're
Like
talking about,
like we're
yeah.
all like just like in the rhythm. Like it's so great. And like what's supposed to happen at the end of the scene is like we're supposed to run. Like, it's like in this house, and then a soldier's supposed to come in and get shot, and then like shoot his gun up in the air, and like that's the kind of the end of the scene. But like what happened was like there's 50 seconds, like a whole minute before that of stuff before the scene ends. So it's like, okay, we got through all the hard stuff. Now all we need to do is the soldier just needs to run in and fake death, and that's it. And so we do everything, like get there, and then the camera whips to the door, and the soldier is not there. And we're like, and we're all sitting on the floor, and we're like, oh my god, dude, we just did all that for nothing. Like everything is like, we have to do.
Your favorite
We have
memory?
to do. No, it's coming. I was like, we have to do this again. We have to do this again. That
Sounds
sucks.
like hell.
We're all on the ground, like heavy breathing, and then all of a sudden, they cut. 40 seconds later, a door gets kicked in, and the stunt guy's like, and then shoots his gun up in the air, and then like pretends to die, and then lays down all dead, and then like no one says anything. Everyone's just like looking at each other like. And then he got up and he was like, I think that went well.
The one that just really stands out to me from season 4 is it was a night shoot. We were in the middle of the woods. It was us 3. And I think it was probably like 5:30 a.m. We've been shooting
I think I know
all
what
night.
you're talking about.
And then I'm napping in my chair, and then I hear like the morning birds, and like there's a little bit of light in the horizon, and I open my eyes, and Caleb and Gaten are just sitting across from me in dead silence, just like staring ahead, eating a full-size like quesadilla, like a chicken quesadilla.
Going
At 5:30 a.m.
Going to town.
in silence.
All you hear is...
And I don't know why. That just like, it put me over the edge.
That's the most
I was like, I'm going back to
unhinged.
sleep.
If I woke up like that, I think
just woke up.
I don't know what I'd do.
So disoriented. They were just like in silence, just like.
Oh, okay, swear, I'm so sorry.
It was really good. I remember that day too, because I remember you waking up and I was like, maybe you remember, but it was with Mason.
In like the final episode?
Yeah, final episode. Something that we're doing that I can't talk about. But it's
Yes.
like,
I was trying to figure out what the line was that you.
yeah, and I was like, eh. Then you talking about that? And I was supposed to do something, but I was just like making a sound. I was like, eh. And
It was like a very panicked scene.
Were you saying a line and you forgot the line?
it was a very, no, but it sounded like I was like, and he kept like laughing. And it was a running joke. So every time we had to do that scene, oh man.
You two were so fun together though.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
guys are so fun.
Oh, and I used to, remember I
You
used
like
to
pick them up and like
yeah, just
spin them around. Yeah, it's really cute.
Yeah, that was funny.
Lastly, our favorite memory from set from season 4 was just getting to be all together. I feel like we're always split up. I just liked like in the first episode, like all of us actually getting to like have scenes together in the high school. Like that was like just the best. That scene where like in the first episode where like you turn around and like you're telling us like that we should be cool or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not whatever. It's like there's a scene in the hallway. There's a scene like that we do in high school, and I remember just like really loving doing
It's incredible
it.
work.
Just being together was really nice. You savor those moments because in the first season, all of our scenes are together.
Yeah,
it's like,
right.
It just was
It's
like
so weird
we're just
to have
used
that
to
separation.
it, and then it's just like a treat when you all get to like hang out and like it's the OG.
Feels like the old days.
Yeah.
I think something that makes a relationship so special is when we're in between seasons, it's, you know, we don't have to talk all the time and like we can go a long time without seeing each other, but we know that we're either gonna be doing press or going back for a new season. So after season 5, for that to be it, and there not being like a set date for when we can see each other again.
Now's the time you have to like actually make an effort to be in each other's lives.
I know.
Yeah. I think like all of season 5, I'm gonna just hang out with everyone every day.
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
feel too.
Me too.
I'm gonna milk it.
Yeah, milk
Like,
for all it's worth.
We get off at 2 a.m. Hey, who's hanging out? Where we going?
Yeah.
What are we doing?